from my family die during the Khmer Rouge. Yeah, sometimes it's a side of yourself that you don't want to get into. Yeah, I think my first reaction was fear, because I was afraid, like what I'd have to do to accomplish it, and it would take a lot of courage to get into that content.
I mean, I've always been more geared towards the dramatic roles, and especially being that I was going through a very dark time in my life. So this character who is depressed and suicidal, it was just something that happened to be just right down my alley. I'm always just living truthfully under imaginary circumstances, as we say, so I'm always just behaving and reacting and just living the moments out. He was great. He gave me a lot to work off of. So
Likewise.
Just getting to express,
The audience just doesn't know that it was 11 hours of real crying.
Yeah,
It's so short,
I ran out of tears.
It was 11 hours.
I did. I ran out of tears.
I think I broke some limits I had. It was a challenge, and especially, that last take where we were getting kicked out. And, Rock was knocking on the door. And, for emotion, you can't force it. When someone's knocking on the door, it's like, we're ready. I was in here and people were moving around me. I was just trying to center myself. And then, right when I opened the door, I didn't know if I can do it.
Yeah.
I was like, here goes nothing. I don't know where I was going to be when I was out there. And I told them, just give me one take. And when I felt something, I went with it. I think afterwards I was just, I felt, it's a paradox in itself to feel good while you're feeling sad.
Wow, one take, huh? Yeah, you were great.
Yeah, studying the role and studying the scene made me question a lot, the real issues about suicide, and very relevant to the subject. Yesterday I found out one of my friends committed suicide.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I don't know what to think, Yeah, but I'm definitely not on one side or the other, I feel. But it's definitely that feeling of rage and serenity. But he was one of the guys that actually coached me from day one for acting. I think it was like less than 2 months ago I shot a scene with him. And he seemed completely fine and happy. And, he's so unselfish that he never showed any pain, And I think in dealing with this, I thought of the idea of, if I could put away my ego, how would I feel about it? It's less painful because it's the ego that makes you angry.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, it's just relevant to the subject, so, and it's hitting me, so, I think in no way are we promoting,
suicide.
Yeah. Like you said, I think most people would choose to live. Yeah, it turned out really good. I was really happy with it. And, the happiest thing was, that it was accurate.
It was accurate.
Yeah, the family that, actually suffered this enjoyed, what we did, so I think that was really important.